Let me open the audio stream in case people are watching and they play.
Gotcha.
So when it comes to you not wanting people in your chest, the best thing to do is just lock it up. Like for me, I only have one. I have my front doors keypad doors, right? And that's because everything else you can't open the type of windows you have. You can't break in here. There is no teleporting in here. Ender pearls, I think, are banned in the things. So it's not like people could just come in here. A lot of my items, like diamonds and emeralds and stuff, I put them in my storage drawers, which I have locked with my personal key, which makes it so only I can get it, and they can't break it because it's on my claim. When it comes to stuff like your chest, though, like I have a bunch of chests full of all kinds of crap. I just keep it in my house because no one seems to be able to get in here. But if you have really, really important stuff, like I do, either put it in a secure display case, so that way nobody can get into it, because you have to have a code and all that. The only way for people to break in is with a secure, with the Nether Star and make this whole weird ass thing. Because there is like a security hacker, and I do need to do something about that. I think I could disable it because if you secure your stuff, then nobody can say anything. But if you don't secure your stuff, that's on you.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out how to leave my chests in there so we can put the boxes, they can purchase the items. But I also don't want somebody going in that back open wall, opening up the chest and stealing shit.
So the best thing you can do is use the vendor blocks we have, and then make a storage room and just store all your stuff in there. And you have it completely boxed off except for one door that only you have access to, with a keypad.
Okay.
And so if you use the vendor blocks, those are completely secured on your land because they can't break it. I don't think they can break it regardless if it's on your claim, but I would put it on your claim. I gotta make it so they can interact with it. And all they do is they swipe a card.
Now, you said that's one box per item, correct?
Yeah, so let me pull one out.
Alright, because I'm about to finish up my feed store, and then I'm gonna need some of those so I can secure
So if
my,
you shift right click on it, what you'll do is you get a on the, let me stream it to you.
Okay. Because I need to secure those chests. Like, they're just sitting ducks right now.
So this is the vendor, right? This is just what it looks like in general. So this is the money that would be stored in here. You would have to take it out from this area.
Okay.
This is the item you're going to trade. So if I wanted to sell one apple, I would take one apple and do this. All right? Or I would put 8 apples just like this, and it's going to say, okay, 8 apples. And then when I click the check mark, that's it, right? Now I got to keep that certain amount there, so you're always going to have a display here. It's always going to make sure you have the same thing. And if you look at it like this, you can see how much it cost, and it gives you like the stats, like used to buy apples, 8 of them. You can even shift and see the culinary details and stuff, because that's what you originally get from the item. Like if I put a weapon in there, it should show the same thing that I'm seeing right here, and it says out of stock, who it is, and I'll put stock here. So there's 9 slots for it. All right. So if you're selling a stack, that means you only have 9 sales worth of it here, which shouldn't really go out fast considering people won't have that much money for something like that. But if you do, then you can have multiple of them set up, right, to make sure. Now you can sell or you can buy. So if you're saying I want to buy apples instead, right?
Okay.
You could say, let's do 3 apples, right? So it says used to sell now, so I can sell 3 apples to this. So I just gotta hold it. See that? I'm getting nothing, but you can see in the stock now is the items that people sold me. So if you're looking to buy wood, you could put one of these down and be like, just sell me this wood. To set the price, you've got spurs, which are the base value, and then you got cogs. So I give everyone 20 cogs. That's the base. That's the base everybody gets. So it's really not okay to put like, oh, let's put like 1 cog for apples or something, because that means that people could literally have only like 20 apples worth. That's just a bad economy. The real number we should be using is the XX or Spurs, you know, is 1XX.
Okay.
You get 1,280. That's how much 20 cogs are. That's the value. Right? So if I want to sell apples, and let's say the value of an apple, like apples are kind of hard, I'll say, okay, one bevel, which is 8XX, is 8 Spurs. So now it costs 8, right? And in cogs are 64. That means 8 apples is a cog, right? So really, I would do Spurs. Spurs is probably the best thing. Cogs is like 8, sprockets. Cogs are more for like buildings and stuff. Like if I say I want to sell a plot of land, I'll be like, it's 5 cogs.
Okay, so it's cogs are used for the higher value items.
Cogs is extremely higher value things, because you got to think we have. Let me actually look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 players who have registered their bank account, right? Times 20. So right now sorry, we did 6, right? Yeah, 6 times 20. So we have 120 cogs in the economy right now, right?
Okay.
And I have a max value for everything. It's a lot more than that, but that's what we'll use for the events, because we'll give money on events and stuff. We got to make sure we max it out, that number, and never go past that. So 120 is what's in the economy. So right now the economy has 7,680 money.
Okay.
So I would say things like diamonds would be like on the higher end. Not like cogs, obviously, but it would be more like, one cog would be like 4 diamonds, so like 16 sprockets. We don't have the base market value because we have not discussed with everybody what we want it to be.
I was going to say, that was going to be my next question, is how do we determine the value of the items that we want to sell?
So if people actually come to the event, we can go ahead and start discussing values and writing it down. And I'll make a board for people to actually look at. We'll have a trading center kind of place where we put all the values of things, and that will let everybody know what to go based off of. And this is a base market value. It's not the value you have to set it at, right?
Okay.
And so we would go store to store. It would be the best way for people. Go store to store, look at all the prices, and take the average. That would be the base market value. If someone's selling it for 8 and someone's selling it for 4, the base market value is 6.
Gotcha.
It's all dependent on players.
Okay, so theoretically, after we have this meeting, after we have this event, we'll be able to start finishing our shops so we can set prices and stuff.
You can go ahead and do your shops now because people have bank accounts. I like every time someone comes and they actually make a bank account, they get their star money, they get their card, all that stuff, and it's in the system.
Okay. Is that something that does not go as determining value of ship?
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with everything, whether it's true or not.
Well, it's really hard to determine the value. Solar agrees. It's really hard to determine the value of everything right now. Just because how much does people really have of something? What's the demand of it? It's the supply and demand, That's how an economy works. It's supply and demand. If the demand for iron is extremely high and the supply is low, then iron might be more expensive than diamonds at that point. If you have a lot of diamonds and there's barely any demand for diamonds, that's how that works. So whilst people, like in other Minecraft games, it's like, well, diamonds are the high value things. Here, diamonds can be low value.
Okay.
The more players we get and the more money that's put into the economy, the more prices are going to be adjusted based on supply and demand, because more players mean there should be more people who actually are working and everything. And we are absolutely, when we do put a Patreon, we are not making it so you can get money using money. Still got a lot of ideas for what we're gonna do about that, but we are absolutely not gonna make it pay to win. So
No, I've seen so many economies and the servers over the years go bust because of that.
you know, but at the same time, I would like to try to find a way, because there is people who are working in real life, and that's why they're not on sometimes. I would like to find a way to not bust our economy or make it kind of like cheap, right?
Mm-hmm.
But them be able to actually use their real life money to, you know, if they so choose to try to keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Because, you know, if I'm at work all the time and I want to come home, but I'm always behind, you know, I sometimes put a little bit of money into games like that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And considering how we don't really have cosmetics, you know what I mean? We really don't have that option. So the honestly, this is kind of like a trash in my opinion, but the best thing I could have thought of was premium lands. You know what I mean? Because whilst the world is really big, if you're all the way over here and you decide to like build a base, well, you're not going to be close to any of the economies. You're not going to have guards nearby. So there is some value to being in these places here.
Yeah. That's gonna be my biggest issue, is just figuring out what I should sell everything for.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely going to be hard. I really think we should discuss it further. What I would really like to discuss further is, since admins are really the ones who run Valdor, even though it's a democracy for laws and stuff, admins are really the ones who are building the entire Valdor community here, which is where most people would be. I would be more willing for, like, if we did Patreon and stuff, to give land permits that way.
Okay.
You know, for people who are just straight up trying to use real life money to get land, because it doesn't feel like, you know, if we give them a piece of land, it's not the same as giving them a house. You know? We give houses a lot of times for free, or we use in-game money so people can earn it. But for land properties, they could either buy it with money that they earn in the game, or they could buy it with real life money that, you know, they put for us to use so we can keep the server running. I feel like that's more of a balanced way, because everyone can get it. It's not something crazy or overpowering. It's a choice that you can do.
Yeah.
So far, I have found that to be our best option. And I would like to get the opinions of others, because, you know, the point of the Valdor is to have a lot of benefits to it, and that's the reason people should want to live here and build shops and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Although, another idea I had thought of, I'm not sure how to balance this, like, correctly, because it is a bit difficult. Loot boxes. You know?
Okay.
Because I got the mod pack to the point. Oh god, no. See, here's the thing. We have to make it balanced. It's not like we can add diamonds and stuff. It's not like we can just add money. So what would be in there, you know? Can't put trash in there. Can't put, like, fucking great-ass things in there either, though. You know, kind of like gambling, I guess. If people want to keep feeding their gambling addiction. Just saying. There's ways. That one's difficult, though. I would love to have the opinions of others, though, so we could get, you know, Because it's not like we'd be the ones paying for Patreon. We'd be the ones trying to run it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the opinion of the people who would buy it, right? Like, what would people want to see that we can do without breaking, our entire economy on like a pay-to-win base? Because we're not doing that. Very difficult to get a good decision.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We do have Solaris here, and he's one of the players. You've played in other servers, haven't you, Solaris? I think he's played in other servers.
Oh, damn it.
What do they do that you feel is not like a pay-to-win thing? Because pay-to-win sucks. Hey, I'm almost done with the iron. Holy crap.
Oh.
It's a really hard decision with no cosmetics.
It really is. Ow, it's so cold.
But I really need to start filling this in with stuff. I just don't have the dirt to do so.
You know what might kind of work as a cosmetic, but it's not account bind, is kind of the thing. It's not what I need to grab. Armors. There are ways to customize armors and stuff,
Okay.
but it would have to be up to like a certain level. You know what I mean? Like, you can't go past, I would say, like, steel kind of level. Unless we were to put it in, like something you could either buy if you have the Patreon, or you could use it with the cogs. Another thing with that is everything we do admin-wise, where we have to put cogs, we have to limit the stock, right? I don't want to do creative because it's going to get rid of the economy money, because we need to make sure we cycle the money through our economy. Because what people use the cogs for, that goes back to us, we have to use. I need to go to your shop place. That's what we use for the events.
I think there was about 18 to 20 chests there.
Yeah, you said 20, so I got 20 here.
I'm gonna bring some material so I can close up that back wall and make the shop a bit more secure.
What do you think in terms of power? Not like energy power, but like political, in a sense.
Like political real life or political in game?
In game, because we have settlements and stuff.
It depends on how big the settlements get. I mean, hopefully, if we get more players, we can set up individual settlements.
It'd be nice to have individual settlements here and there, with the Baldor having a main focus on the majority of the players.
Now, what I was thinking, if we branch out and get more settlements, I think there should be flipping glasses. One admin per settlement. That way we can kind of.
Well, I wouldn't say the admin would be in charge. I would say the admin would be the one helping the one who's in charge based on a set of rules. So we can. Like I can help like 3 settlements. Like you got people that need to go to jail if you have some type of proof, and the fact that like you either like killed them or something, like you got them caught. You got to prove some type of way that you caught them, you killed them or something, so we can teleport them to jail. Because it's not like we just teleport people to jail and it's like, you got caught. That's not fair.
Well, in terms of that, then my poor wording, we could have like an example, like you said, one admin to watch over 3 settlements, and then whoever is in charge of that settlement
Would talk to the admin about admin stuff.
And then if it's severe enough, that admin would go to the owner, or which is you.
Well, that's so the admins for Minecraft are the same ones for Discord, and you would have to issue warnings. And if it breaks the Minecraft rules, that's based on the settlement owner, whoever it is, to tell the admin and to show proof, and that like just get them caught. One way or another. So that way, if they break those rules, then they can go to jail. Versus you as an admin, you can go straight past the rulers for any Pacific player. It doesn't matter if they're in a Pacific settlement. They don't get protection if they break the rules we have for everybody in the Discord.
Gotcha.
That's an us thing. That's not a them thing. Settlements can have their own rules in basis of what they want.
Oh, okay. I see. I mean, that general system, I think, would be good. I think the biggest priority right now, like I've gone back to, is getting the market and the economy sorted first, because that'll make everything else easier.
Well, oh man, this is a tricky one, right?
Mm.
So oh man, what's the best way to explain this? I'm really trying to think. Like buildings and dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
You know how some games put DLCs to play certain parts of maps?
Yeah.
Or dungeons and stuff? Kind of like that.
Okay.
Anna's home. Let me go say hi.
What you go?
Oh, do that instead. You know what it is? Mama. We've got another time. Waste it. For your feelings. Biggest love. You get happy though.
Yeah. Especially.
Yeah.
Especially because
What's the matter about it? Alright, I'll let you know. Hey, here you go. Bye. He wants to sit on that spot. I'll see you soon. Take care. Okay. Yes, sir. Thursday is Halloween, Friday, and Saturday is November 2nd. Oh, gosh. I'm going to write it down in my phone. Can't keep up with the days. We'll see. Mom wants to let us here today and left traffic and people. Okay. Saturday.
I'm back.
Yay.
Finally, perfect circle. Fell off a ladder. What the hell's going on here?
Someone's a klutz.
Yeah, but like reasonable builds, maybe. Maybe we can make some type of reasonable builds through the admins since they're the ones who really are in charge here. That people could get. And you know, that's right, he is building a lighthouse. I saw it earlier. I thought it was really great. I have a friend. He has a port town, but it's super, super far away. But he's had the port town since our 1.18 version, like 2 years ago.
Can you do me a favor? Can you change JJ's diaper while I get the groceries done?
You gotta bring JJ over here and doing stuff.
That's fine.
No, but I'm thinking since the admins are the ones who put in the work, maybe if we make dungeons like Pacific dungeons, we could offer Patreon as one of the ways as a ticket to enter.
Oh, okay.
And I would prefer if we not only allowed Patreon, but also like if people would pay, like Spurs or Cogs, as a way to get a ticket as well. It's just Patreon's one of the ways to get a ticket.
Well, that depends on how much the ticket would be, because you said the economy only has a fixed amount.
Sorry, 1 second. God, that is busy. Hello? Should get back here. Hey. I tried it. I didn't like it. The zombies I thought was pretty cool. But my problem was with the multiplayer, which I would have, like, for $70, man, I would have preferred multiplayer campaign for game. Not just zombies. Like, it's stop. Because Call of Duty's like $70, dude. New one. Yeah, and it comes with all three. That's what I'm saying. But the multiplayer is shit, in my opinion, because of the movement system. I don't think multiplayer is worth playing at that point. So that shit's kind of devaluing the game. I mean, I could probably get it again later. Try it out and refund it for now. Because, well, my bank.
Hey. No.
Oh, you're gonna have to talk to Dave about that one now. That'd be more the hard part.
Trying to figure out where I can go to get dirt. I need to get dirt.
Well, for once.
I would just pick a far off place and go and essentially raise it to the ground.
Do I have any ability? No, I need to figure out where I put my shovels. Yeah, okay.
What do you usually like? Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna keep it, then yeah, it's definitely something you
I
should
have
keep in
no
mind.
clue what those are.
Maybe when I'm not
Wait.
broke, I can try to get it like it's on sale soon.
Right. You gotta have a lot of trees to get the different seeds. It's insane.
Yeah, I'll see you Thursday probably, right? Today? Over there? I think it's Thursday, right?
There you go. I've got 2 shovels. Which way do I go?
I'm lost as hell, don't worry.
I'll go.
Oh yeah, is that your mom and dad? Alright.
I've started fencing off my area. I've got the first path done. I've worked my way onto the second path, but it's in the.
Oh, you're fencing off your property?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about using stone maybe. I have to look at stone walls, but that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. I'm using the stockade ones, the spruce stockade.
Okay.
That's what I'm using. And then I'm using pyramid gates as well.
God, it's like one of my most busiest days, I swear. I'm back.
Okie doke. Thank you, baby.
So where were we?
Dungeons and cogs as possible tickets to get into said dungeons.
Okay, yeah, so whilst we do not guarantee, and we need to make it clear in the rules for people who get in the dungeons, whilst we don't guarantee that you're gonna make it through the whole dungeon, right? We should try to like guarantee that you're gonna get your graves back some way or another, you know, just I don't know, maybe there's a way to put like a keep inventory while you're in the dungeons.
Oh, it's either that or an admin can go in and retrieve your belongings after.
Kind of, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one way. Oh.
Now, would we make it so that they can enter these dungeons at any time, or would we open them at specific times when staff are on to help if needed?
I would say during Pacific times, okay, when admins are on, we can kind of do like a thing. And the way I want to explain this, right? Because really, we really do need a bigger player base to make this a lot better. Is everybody who's contributed into making the dungeon, right, gets a cut. Everybody who works around like making it the dungeon run gets a cut, and then a cut goes to the Patreon for running the server.
Okay.
Because it's not like the server needs a lot. But I do want people to actually put an effort into working on this, you know? And I understand, I really do understand this, because sometimes I do this shit. I understand wanting to, like, instead of just grind, instead, you know, spend some of my own fucking money that I earn in real life to do something else. And I'm pretty sure, like, everybody's done that here. Like, you have played some type of game where you're like, oh, I want this, so you just straight up spend money on it. You're broke. A lot of people are broke. I don't encourage buying it if you can't afford it.
I have 34 cents to my name.
That's really bad, actually.
I don't know how
I haven't been able to
be
work.
honest.
What you
I
say?
haven't worked in a while.
Well, we got a lot of other people. A lot of other people. Especially more coming in every day, as you can tell.
I can try to find some dead bushes for you too.
Hello?
Because I'm exploring at the moment.
Thank you. I was out grocery shopping. My mom's just getting us so much.
And maybe I don't. Patreon's like a monthly thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So it may be a way to freaking paper thing, because a monthly subscription is different compared to like you paying for something. You know what I mean? Microtransactions is what it's called. That's the word. Because it's not everybody, you know. So it's not like we can say like everybody should do it. It's something that just some people want to do, and I think we should appeal to that.
Did you were you able to play some Minecraft today?
She hasn't tried, as far as I know. I just think it'd be more helpful, since the goal every month would be $50 to pay for the server.
There's eagles everywhere.
Hi. Hello. I can hear you, but you're quiet. Yeah, you're like muffled. A little bit. But like I said, you're still pretty darn quiet. Maybe that. Maybe. That's it. It's about the time. Even if it's just you participating, I'll still make sure you have fun.
Were you able to check out the tests at the horse supply store?
Yeah.
Oh god, I was waiting for you to give you those things.
On here.
I'm coming.
Big old egg.
I was working on stocking up some of the chests because I had to harvest my crops.
What? No. More candy.
I mean, I would definitely like to make at least one dungeon. I would like to start working on it today. And coming up with plans and all that. Because the economy and the Patreon is what we'd be using for it.
Gotcha.
Because I'm just saying, if you have 100 fucking players, okay, which we don't, but if you had 100 players, and your Patreons were $10 a month, and you couldn't get even 5 out of 100, then you're probably not offering anything that great. There's 20 for now. Let me know if you need more. The carts haven't been disappearing, right?
I'm stealing one of my kids' snacks.
Please say yes.
What?
The carts have not been disappearing on you, right?
The carts? No.
Okay, because a while back we had that issue. Caden's awake.
Yeah. Right here.
I'm trying to look at any potions yet.
Oh, this is cool. Okay, I like this.
The vendors.
Yeah, I was just fiddling with it, trying to figure out how to get it to display.
You want to sit with Daddy real quick so Mama can go get you a bottle?
You don't gonna want to sit with me, and you know better. You're just gonna let him scream in my arms. Not playing these games anymore with you.
Don't be like that.
Well, I just broke one. No.
Baby, no be like that.
He like looking at me. He don't like me holding.
I'm not even looking at him. Hush up.
I said he likes looking at me.
Yeah. You're looking at green. Get you a bottle.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't. Ugh, Anna needs to be on like 15 minutes to do her damn event thing.
I have an event at 6, but
What event do you have at 6? Damn it.
it's on a Red M server, but it was supposed to have been at 4, but it got pushed back by a few hours. Oh,
I might
okay,
have to
so
talk.
I can see how to do this.
I might have to talk to Anna about canceling then, because this is just not going so well. Kind of pissed me off with her mother just coming out of nowhere without telling me. That's nice. Alright, someone give me a theme. We should get that
Oh
real quick.
god.
You got this, don't worry.
I mean, it's October, so zombies?
Undead? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your mama. I'll give you food after. Sorry. Dealing with my baby. Here. Oh,
Okay.
Alright, so I figured how to stock and display the vendors. Put it above the chest, and then the restock will be in the chest.
Bobby, you should have water already.
Yeah.
Wait. You
And
gotta wait.
Anna's on Red M, so I'm just gonna cancel the event at this point.
No! Don't even. No reason to cancel, Andrew. I just want to cancel the event because I'm on Reddit now for a second. For Minecraft, just the introduction to the server. You're sad you'll miss it. Alright, meatball. Like your horsey. A nice big old chunker. You didn't get to participate in the little pumpkin finding last night. Although to be fair, I kind of left it a little bit. Because I had to go pick up my babies.
Okay, so
You
Undead.
see this pumpkin?
You got anything
ground?
else, Noxie? Anybody?
Find those pumpkins.
Undead was my biggest
This
thing.
place
Haven't particularly done dungeons too much.
I don't think I remains.
You could have you could do, what about different difficulty levels? Like one section of the dungeon is
That
easy and then
sounds
you
good.
work your way
Hi,
down into
nerd.
like an extreme difficulty or something like that.
Let's see.
It's an idea.
Some pumpkins.
I just gotta find a place with a lot of room.
Yeah, because I mean, if you weren't running with that idea, you could have like checkpoints or something like that.
Two.
I don't know how you'd work them, but somewhere to like
Two pumpkins hidden.
spawn back
You would
to if
probably
you're
have to
alive.
have an,
Hot.
a respawn obelisk,
Three.
Gotcha.
which lets you respawn at the obelisk and do your stuff.
4. 5.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna need like one more of these things. Actually, no, because that can go in. No, never mind.
6.
Let's see.
So I was thinking my wheat and my wheat seed, but that can go in the farm store.
6.
I want to use spots that are like, not exactly optimal for building areas
6.
for like players. Somewhere where
What about,
players wouldn't really be.
An old dragon nest or something like that.
That's really small.
Well, I meant if you go in that area for the entrance to the dungeon.
8.
I mean,
then
I've
the
kind of
dungeon
got
would
it.
be underground with one.
I've kind of got an area here.
9.
I've got some potions for you. No.
Okay.
So I'll put them in the barrel box on mine when I go.
You know, we
Oh.
don't need to do
Okay.
claims for the dungeons. Because we have security crap that lets us make it so like walls and stuff are unbreakable.
Okay.
So we could pretty much make a dungeon
We'll find
anywhere.
10 pumpkins.
Probably underground, just so
All
we
the
don't
Valentine.
interfere with
And
people's
of course,
business
the
above ground.
Oreo. But that particular pumpkin, don't mind the
I'm looking
ones
for a
on the
specific
right,
area,
Valentine,
kind of
those
like
are
along the
to be
road.
placed.
Mm-hmm.
They're only in Valentine and they're not super far away from us. It could be good to go search now.
I think I've got a spot.
You did. I put that one. You
What more potions? I
okay,
don't
that's
know.
1. Now you have 9 more.
But what do I do with all these scrolls? I keep finding them.
The magic scrolls?
While you're doing that,
Huh?
I'm gonna take some pictures.
The magic scrolls?
Yeah.
of, Valentine's. So I
You can
post it
use
for the
them.
contest
You
for
can put them in your
the-
magic book so you can keep using them. You can scrap them for ink so you can make different spells. You can make a book.
How?
Just look up spell book.
Why are you busting?
I have like a
You
temple
want
here.
a chip? You want to hold a chip? You have a chip.
Hey, Mama, you're a chip.
You're a chip.
You're a chick.
I'm a chick? Yeah, you're right, I am.
Well, I know Anna's gonna be busy, so I'm not gonna
No,
even ask
I'm
her.
here, Andrew.
Not gonna even ask her to help.
Huh?
I'm not gonna ask you to help with the dungeon because you're too busy.
Oh, the dungeon? You're making a dungeon?
Yeah, because we decided since we have an economy and stuff,
Okay, where
That-
are you? Hold on.
a dungeon would probably be best, as it
Oh, I
doesn't
know.
guarantee that you're gonna get overpowered
I
loot,
thought that would be
because that's
the
based on
super
how you're
cover
doing.
slot.
But you can use Patreon, and you can also use the in-game currency to get access to it a certain amount
Because there's gonna be
to gain that loot.
That's gonna be the best bet, really.
Which?
Huh?
I think that's gonna be the best bet, really. You just have to make sure that the dungeon is
Oh,
good
you
enough
found
to
the one right
attract
behind
people's
you?
attention and
In
make
the
them want
outhouse?
to spend the money and such to get
Okay,
into
I
it.
see. Okay,
Yeah, for
got it.
sure, for
That's
sure.
2. You have 8 more.
Because
But
if
I
the
s-
rewards are too little or it's
As
not
long as you're having
interesting
fun with
enough,
this,
you
I
have to
do
get the
not
money for it.
care.
Oh, for sure. And that's why I have to take my time and make sure this goes well.
I also wanted
This
to
is
make
something that
this
should be
a
developed
very
over the
simple,
course of a
like,
few weeks.
easy, quick event, so that way.
If you take that long to do anything, then I'm a little concerned. You build
No,
really
no,
big
but my
things.
thinking-
You have some issues. I'm gonna just say that.
No, I admit
No,
that.
but-
Sunbee didn't take too long on her house, and it was beautiful.
This week.
Oh, I like big builds. Thank you very much.
But I would like to open up to the public starting off, just so people
The
could
what?
experience and give their suggestions before making
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
a
have
take it thing.
That one.
it, you know, because I feel like people's opinions on it are more important.
Mine's the second.
Have like
Also, the free trials would probably help get people, you know, to come in. And I think a free trial in general, during every certain amount of time, like maybe once a week to get in, is a great way to inspire as well. And that we should keep expanding on the dungeon that we have
Do you-
over a
let
course of
me
time, and then maybe later on making a different one.
Now, in regards to that though, how are people going to get in? For example, say if
There's
they're a
at
new
least
player
one
but they
hint.
want to
One
get
is
in,
high.
are we going to supply
This
equipment or is this you need to bring your own at your own risk kind of thing?
So, they're going to bring it at their own risk. Obviously, we can provide, or they could just leave their stuff at home, you know. The idea is that you can go in with your own stuff and you can do what you can, and then you come out And that's your risk, of course. But with an admin online, um, you just would have to ask an admin to get your stuff. You know. But the way it would work for getting access to it, we use security craft, right? We'll make it because there's a way to, you do a key card system. You make a one-time use key card.
I can see you. It's 3. 7 more.
Hold on.
What? What happened? Bruh. Sounds like an ouch.
Just looking through some stuff. And the way we'll do that is, you just gotta, we can set up a system for, like, people who are using it in the, like, using it in game currency. We set up a thing that will give them the item, just like the vendor shop you have.
Yeah.
Right. Versus the Patreon, which people just have to show proof of Patreon, and then we write it down and stuff in our admin logs that they have already been given their, like, 3 cards or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They are all on outside. There's 2 by the stable. No. That one was technically outside of Valentine houses, not by the stable.
What I'll do, though, just for safety purposes in general for everybody, is if you have your stuff secured, the one thing that can actually, it's a hacker that lets you go through things, I'm just going to completely make it so even if you try to make it, it's just going to delete from your inventory. So I don't recommend making it because you're going to lose another star that way.
Making what?
A hacker.
It's a hacker.
It lets you break through the security craft system.
You tell him. You tell the daddy. Stop. I didn't want it to be too easy for you. That would have been boring.
See, I'm still streaming, right? So you can see this would be like the entrance area.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fire.
You can also see here that these items can literally only be broken by either me or you have to be an admin. It's as simple as that. It's really, you'd have to be an admin for this crap. Are the only ones who could break it. And that's gonna make it so people can't just like cheat it. So this also gives us the option to make it more puzzle. You know, we can make puzzles and stuff.
Okay.
Figured people might like that.
I think that'd be a definite plus.
I don't know if we have any dungeon goers here.
Depending on the dungeon difficulty, I sometimes like to go, but
There is also a religious one. I'm a religious one. Did you not find the stable ones?
Kind of like Zelda dungeons where you have to do puzzles. I think the hardest thing to balance would be
I think there's one.
making it replayable constantly.
Yeah, this one. Not on the inside. I lost it.
You know, trying to make it replayable and stuff without admins constantly having to be on. But yeah, Zelda dungeons would definitely be good inspiration. That's for damn sure.
You going to sleep? Love ya.
And obviously, where I'm starting now would be like at least 4 different types of dungeons that you could get access to.
I should say. I had family come over.
What are these even for?
You were,
The scrolls?
You were close and then you ran away.
They're so you can make different types of weapons.
Ah. I got 20 of them.
Not that way.
You got what?
I've got like 4.
It's around that side.
Just on 2 more.
I didn't even know you could climb on that.
Okay, Anna, you're really loud.
Huh?
You're really loud.
Too loud?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can't hear you. What?
I found so many of them. I found like 4 earlier.
Anytime.
And then-
Yeah, they're
Just
not
like
that
on
rare.
See, whenever there were enemies in here, I would take them off the cliff and go. Whoop.
They're really just schematics. There's some rarer schematics as well. They just help you make different types of weapons and such.
Quiet.
Yeah, I found another 2.
Close. Yeah, you're getting closer. Oh, you fell on that trap thing.
The reality of it is, though, even with all those scrolls, while you can make an extremely customizable weapon based on what you want, the way how good it is based on the materials that you use, and if how much you use it is going to allow you to upgrade it.
Yeah, it's
You know?
just that one that was in the water.
See, but Solaris has the right idea. You know, Zelda type
There's
dungeon.
gonna be, I think, 2 or 3 pumpkins on this right side that you're going. No, not that side. Right side. There you go. One of them is, I think, really obvious. Yep. Yep. It's a bush hider. Where'd you go? Oh, you found it in the outhouse? Oh. Oh, you buy that. Yeah.
See, like this long tunnel, people can come in, but
Not
they
that
can't
far.
break it.
I didn't go that
And
far.
at some point here, I would add
But
a
there is one
door
pumpkin over this way.
that has a key card, and we have a Pacific binding it to and stuff, random as heck. And what we do is we make a bunch of limited use ones, right? Where you can only use it once, and that gives you access to go in.
Yeah.
Yes, hi Milo. Lay
Oh,
down.
that one is-
Say cat. Milo.
There's 3.
And people could trade these too if they so choose to.
3,
And
4.
we would leave the door open long enough for people to get in, but that would also mean we would have to allow it so one
That would have been
key card
smart.
would allow a whole team in, which means a team in reality, if we gave 3 per team and there's a team of 3, they can get in 9 times.
Dang!
Let him go.
Milo.
Probably stop right there.
What if my youngest just gasps and run away? There's still one on that side that you left. Not that way.
Milo. God.
Getting warm?
I swear.
Not in there.
Stop it, Milo.
Getting cold? Warm?
Wait, this is pine logs and pine wood.
I saw that. Yeah, goofed out for a minute.
Oh, what did I put as my waypoint thing?
I don't think it was much.